What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. It is Tuesday night, and we are back here on the Mat Wrestling Network with another episode of MWA Mat Wars. I am your host, Matt Young. Got 7 matches for you, as always, here in this WWE 2K19 Universe Mode main event. For the first time ever, the Tag Team Championships are defended on MWA Mat Wars. We've got Superhuman and Joe Exotic, the Team Super Exotic, undefeated thus far, getting a title shot against Luke Cage and Iron Fist, the champions, making their first defense of the titles tonight. Getting ready to head out to the ring for the opening pyro as the eternal load screen rolls on. As you can see, a little bit of that with the official show theme, generic as it may be. And here we go. Opening pyro, we're here in Atlanta, Georgia for Mat Wars. Tag team title main event. Ant-Man versus Chuck Norris opening the show. We've got Mike Pence taking on the Black Ranger. Oprah Winfrey, the women's champion, in a non-title match against Kylie Jenner. We've got a 6-man tag team match. Captain America, Spider-Man, and Black Panther against Thanos, Wolverine, and Deadpool. Beyoncé versus She-Hulk. Daredevil versus Superman. All kinds of crazy shit coming at you tonight as we head down the road to the November Rain pay-per-view, Sunday, November 8th. 3 championship matches. Huge, massive event coming in a couple of weeks. As we're loading up Ant-Man versus Chuck Norris. Of course, last week we saw Kim Kardashian making a surprise return as a participant in the fatal 4-way #1 contenders match, which she actually won by pinning the former women's champion Harley Quinn. Kardashian hadn't been seen since she lost at Fallout to Oprah Winfrey in that Falls Count Anywhere match. After more than a month off, Kim Kardashian returned. Now Kim is going to face Oprah again, this time with the title on the line. Why does a one-on-one match take this long to load? And there it goes. Bar moving up quite a bit. All right, here we go. Chuck Norris, of course, hasn't fared all that well in his MWA career, losing far more matches than he's actually won. I believe his only victory to this point is over Joe Exotic. Ant-Man's gotten big wins over the likes of Batman in the recent past. So he's certainly someone to be reckoned with. Got all our champions active tonight too. Like I mentioned, Oprah in that non-title match against Kylie Jenner. And we've got our world champion Superhuman, the unlikely world champion who's defeated Goku 3 times. Actually, well, he's pinned him 3 times, but he's got a 4th victory if you want to count last week's main event win, that tag team match over Goku and Chuck Norris, where Superhuman made Chuck Norris tap out. Of all the things I never expected to see. But the world champion getting a shot at the tag team title, Superhuman can become a double champion. You never know what to expect here in the MWA. Chuck Norris dressed in that Walker Texas Ranger gear. Ant-Man getting out of the ring, making way. Norris got the gloves on. Not going to leave any fingerprints. Readjusting those Wrangler jeans, and we're off to the races. Ant-Man and Chuck Norris locking it up here to start Mat Wars. Referee Stank McKenzie taking quite a while to break it up, and eventually he gets there. Norris, of course, rocking the double denim as he is known to do here. Oh, a donkey punch from Ant-Man. I like seeing the donkey punch early. Brings good energy, good vibes to the show. Chuck Norris working that hammerlock. Oh, and then a donkey punch of his own to Ant-Man. Receipt for what happened a moment ago. Oh, but just trading donkey punches. If this is what the whole show's going to be like, then I am extremely excited. Big knee to the gut from Chuck Norris. Ant-Man rolling out of the ring to catch his breath. Norris going after him, of course. As I remind you every episode, when this inevitably happens, which it happens in most matches, no countouts in the MWA. We don't want to see these matches end in lame countouts. Therefore, the rules allow for fighting wherever you want. Just the pinfalls or submissions have to occur in the ring, unless the stipulation dictates otherwise. Ant-Man shockingly getting the better of Chuck Norris, at least for the time being, in this striking exchange, but vintage Matt Wrestling Network, whenever it is stated that something's going one way, the exact opposite starts occurring. The tides have turned. Norris now slamming Ant-Man helmet first across the apron, the hardest part of the ring. Ant-Man. Oh, a nice flying cross body block. Ant-Man now. I think that was a Jeff Hardy pose. Yeah, looks like those finger guns. Oh, Chuck Norris face first into the ring post. If that were any mortal man, he might be unconscious. But oh, Norris for the second time. Still not even. It looks like his face and his abdominal region both made contact with the ring post there. He's clutching. Chuck Norris is in a lot of pain. Norris, though, not letting it phase him, just going after Ant-Man, not slowing down one bit. But Ant-Man's got Norris in the corner. What's he going to do? Stank McKenzie wondering the same thing. Ant-Man, is he going for that tornado? Oh, tornado DDT. Ant-Man drops Chuck Norris now, going for the cover. Stank McKenzie counts one, and only one. Strong kick out from Chuck, a.k.a. Big Los. Carlos. Shout out to Eddie Valenzuela. Ant-Man, dropped Norris with that flapjack, but Norris back up. Is Ant-Man going for it again into the rope? Oh, God. Chuck Norris dropped directly across the ropes. Now Ant-Man going up top. What's he going to do? Oh, big elbow to that already injured abdominal and sternum region. This is a whole upper body, but Norris again kicking out of one. Ant-Man just going with the methodical approach, trying to wear him down a bit more, but Norris quick to counter. Chuck Norris, of course, the training partner of Goku, the former world champion, the original world champion here in the MWA. Although the two times they've teamed up, they've lost to Superhuman and Joe Exotic, so what does that say? Oh. Ant-Man just hit the twist of fate, the stunner version. Going for the cover on Norris. Only a 2 count. And then back up top, and is he going to hit that SWAT? Oh, the SWAT. Anton. Emphasis on the ant. Going for a cover again. This should be enough to put Norris away. Only a 2 count. Chuck Norris taking a beating, but impressive in his tenacity, his will to continue to fight, to continue to kick out of those pinfall attempts. And then dropping a leg across the arm, just continuing to beat down Norris. I don't know. To be fair, Norris does have the potential to bust out some quick offense and just get a KO, a quick KO. I was expecting a roundhouse kick, but a pile driver would do it. Ant-Man, however, able to counter that into a back body drop. And now, oh, the German suplex. Norris now with the cover and only a 1 count. He's got to do a lot more to put Ant-Man away. Ant-Man has been on the offense for a majority of this match, shockingly enough. But now Norris, oh, snapping DDT, just dropping Ant-Man head first, and you got to wonder, is there any padding inside that helmet? Could do more harm than good. Ant-Man taking Norris down to crucifix now. Much more competitive matchup these last few minutes. Oh, drop down onto the apron, this time back first. Probably should have fixed my chair already, but hey. Got my monitor as low as it can go. Webcam on top of it. Norris tossed back in. Didn't stay on the outside for long, thankfully. Now Ant-Man back up top. Is he going to do the elbow? Is it going to be the Anton? Oh, the elbow. He misses it, and Norris, is he going to go for that? Oh, just a straight kick to the side of the head. Not under the ropes. This save McKenzie, only a 2 count, though. Ant-Man's helmet had to have saved him. Norris now, what's he setting up for? Is he going for that big roundhouse? Oh, and Ant-Man ducks it. He ducked the roundhouse. Norris, though, going for a... Oh, it's a big boot. Holding onto the wrist of Ant-Man as he pulls him in for that boot. Again with the cover. Stake McKenzie, 1 count. Ant-Man looking incredible. Oh, and planting Norris head first with a DDT. Again, back up top. Ant-Man, the high-flying, risk-taking. Oh, God. No, he just missed the Anton. Chuck Norris covers Ant-Man after he misses it, and only a 2 count. Norris almost beat Ant-Man after Ant-Man missed his own finishing move. Oh, please let it end on a hip toss. No, of course Ant-Man's going to the top again. He's got to be going for that big elbow drop. Will he hit it again? No, he's turning around, wasted too much time perhaps, but no. Ant-Man nails the moonsault. Only a 2 count. Will this match ever end? I mean, it's been incredible in my opinion, but jeez. This has been a wild match. Norris dropping Ant-Man with a spinning back fist. And now what? Oh, stomp to the lower abdomen. Covering again. 2 count only, man. This match, Norris has got to be wondering, what in the world does he have to do to put Ant-Man away? And I think he's setting up for the roundhouse once again. Ant-Man this time catching the leg. The second time he's countered that. Ant-Man lives on the top rope. Oh, and he misses a Anton for the second time in a row. Donkey punch from Chuck Norris. Oh, Norris with an RKO. Norris, Chuck Norris with it. What? That's got to do it. Only 2, says Stank McKenzie. How in the hell is Ant-Man? How is either man still in this? I don't even... Oh, there it is. Kick to the back of the head, Norris. Not immediately following up with the cover, though. He's taking time to taunt. I feel like that might be a mistake. Oh, and for the third time, Ant-Man able to avoid the roundhouse. This time, Chuck Norris dropped face first and now bleeding from the forehead. Oh, but Norris clotheslining Ant-Man over the top rope. Looks like Norris might be doing a little flying of his own, and oh, God. Whatever he was going for there, maybe a knee drop, he missed terribly. Ant-Man needs to capitalize on that right now, and he's trying to do so. How the hell is that only... I don't know how that only resulted in a 1 count, but that's what happened. Wow. Oh, Ant-Man with the twisted fade again, this time into a cutter rather than the stunner, now dropping the knee across the already bleeding forehead of Chuck Norris. Why is he wasting time posing rather than staying on, man? It is way too late to be trying to follow up with the top rope maneuver. You've given him far too much time to recover. You're just going to miss again. Oh, look. What the fuck do I know, apparently? Ant-Man hits this front Anton bomb, covering Chuck Norris, and Ant-Man wins. I'm a fool for doubting you. Ant-Man is victorious, and I gotta call it a major upset. Regardless of the fact that I touted Ant-Man as, you know, a worthy competitor prior to this match, I still think Chuck Norris is in a, or at least was in a higher echelon, whereas now that does not appear to be the case. Ant-Man won. Hell of an opening match for Mat Wars, and a fairly lengthy one as well. What's going on, Paul? How are you doing tonight? What sort of crazy Paul TV show are you watching? Oh. Every time he misses that, it just looks brutal. Hey, Daquan, what's going on, man? Nice to see you here. How are you doing tonight? Paul's tired. Yeah, I can relate to that. Feeling okay, just didn't... I did way too much yesterday. It's still recovering. Common Rider. Vintage Paul. I would like to check that out one day. One of the billion shows I'd like to see that I never have. Ant-Man celebrating his massive win in this opening match. Ant-Man defeating Chuck Norris, and the fans here in Atlanta, Georgia are loving it. Slick and cool. That's high praise coming from you. We're headed on to our second matchup of the night. She-Hulk taking on Beyoncé. She-Hulk was in that fatal 4-way #1 contenders match last week, but she was unable to secure a victory in that contest. Moving on to one of the few women on our roster who she hasn't beaten yet. Gonna be facing Beyoncé here momentarily. So it's a big opportunity for Beyoncé, who hasn't seen a lot of action recently here in the Mat Wrestling Association. Big opportunity for her to move on up the card, and for She-Hulk, she can get back on the winning track, even though she didn't take the pinfall, nor did she submit in that #1 contenders match. She still technically lost. I do not smoke, Paul. I quit smoking like 1 billion years ago. And by 1 billion, I mean 13. So, there you go. We're ready to head into the second matchup of the evening. as it's finally loaded. Beyoncé headed out to the ring. Queen Bee. All hail. The hair physics, of course, terrible as always. Like they are in every 2K wrestling game. Very provocative entrance, one might say. All kinds of fireworks, probably. Oh. It sounds scratchier. Yeah, the weather here has been unpleasant to say the least. It was down to 32 today, and been really rainy and misty depending on which day you're talking about. And I hate it. It's probably gonna kill me. There's like a layer of frost on the grass as I was walking back from the gym yesterday. It's ridiculous. Beyoncé blowing kisses at the crowd. She-Hulk taking this quite a bit more seriously based on appearances. She-Hulk immediately picking up Beyoncé overhead, slamming her down and working over. She's got trying to rip her arm out of her socket while driving the knee into the lower back of Beyoncé, fighting her way back up. She-Hulk's not unbeatable. She's been pinned once in her MWA career. Beyoncé trying to keep her down, and I think that's a smart strategy. Easier said than done, though. And She-Hulk immediately takes over, and these two locking up. She-Hulk with a tremendous size advantage, of course. But we know better than to count Beyoncé out in a match like this. Oh, She-Hulk looked to be going for an overhead belly-to-belly suplex, but this time Beyoncé dropping with the Meteora, managing to hook the legs and only getting a 1 count, but impressive nonetheless this early in the match. She-Hulk quickly making her pay for that, lifting her up and dropping her with a punch right across the jaw. Oh, and now tossing Beyoncé halfway across the ring. She-Hulk laying in the stops. There's like, oh, she latched onto the ropes, and luckily she broke that. Stake McKenzie over there to ask if Beyoncé wants to give up, but Beyoncé refusing to do so. Somehow powering her way back up. You wouldn't think she'd be able to do that against She-Hulk, but this Beyoncé was incredible strength. That seems to have taken a lot out of her, but she had no other choice. Now getting She-Hulk momentarily up against the ropes. Of course, She-Hulk was in that 4-way #1 contenders match. It was won by Kim Kardashian, making her big return after more than a month away from the MWA. As Beyoncé dropped She-Hulk with a kick right to the back of the head. Not going for a cover, though. Lifting her back to her feet to whip her into the corner. She-Hulk, Kylie Jenner, Harley Quinn, the former champion, and Kim Kardashian all in that #1 contenders match. Kim was able to pin Harley. So now we got Oprah taking on Kylie Jenner in a non-title affair. Oprah pinned Kylie in a triple threat match to win the title at our Menage a Trois pay-per-view a few weeks ago. But Oprah has never defeated Kylie in a one-on-one match. She's looking to finish her business with the Jenners and then settle things once and for all with Kim coming up November 8th at November Rain. Daquan rooting for She-Hulk. Oh, and She-Hulk is obliging Daquan's Here comes cheers as she just leveled Beyonce, dropping her with that forearm, sending her across the barricade. I think if She-Hulk can get Beyonce back into the ring, she can pick up that victory here pretty quickly. What's going on, Jace? JRS Beta Test. That's a great channel. You guys should all follow him on Twitch here, if you don't already. He's a totally radical dude. It is She-Hulk against Beyonce. Yep, She-Hulk is She-Hulk was doing pretty well for herself, but Beyonce in her skimpy little denim, well, not quite a thong, but close to it, somewhere between. Anyway, I won't analyze that. She's starting to get in some offense and now going for a cover, surprisingly enough. Only a 1 count off that. Referee Stank McKenzie is making sure not to miss a second of any of this. He's a total perv. Getting in a little too close. And it's just like you heard me, backed off. Oh. It's our first of 2 women's matches tonight. Gonna get to the champ in action later on, like I said already, but Beyonce's proven to be quite a bit more competitive against She-Hulk than I think anybody expected. Now She-Hulk, is she going for that big, oh, the airplane spin. Classic maneuver from She-Hulk, now dropping Beyonce down. Is she gonna pick up a victory with an airplane spin, of all things? It's like McKenzie a little bit out of position, but now making that count. I think the momentary delay might have saved Beyonce. She was able to kick out. She was able to somehow survive that devastating airplane spin into a slam. And a jaw jacker now. Beyonce dropping She-Hulk with the DDT. Beyonce just taunting now. Very much in character, but maybe not the smartest thing to do. Then again, who am I to doubt her? She's a queen and I'm just a mere peasant. She's just dropping She-Hulk. Clotheslines, kicks, now going to the top rope. What's she gonna do? I literally have never seen Beyonce in the top. Went for that elbow drop, but she's no Macho Man Randy Savage. Now caught up in the ropes, maybe. Oh, that was a kick straight to the vag. Now a knee to the face. Beyonce with surprising striking ability. Showing me a lot here on MWA Mat Wars tonight. Headed to the outside of the ring. It's almost as if our competitors are contractually obligated to fight outside the ring in every single match, because there are very few exceptions to that rule. I think fighting on the outside works to Beyonce's advantage, but apparently she doesn't agree, because sending She-Hulk back inside rather than trying to use the ringside area as a weapon. Going for another cover. Last time she got 2. This time about 2.5. If Beyonce can put away She-Hulk. Beyonce has been complaining about her lack of airtime here in the Mat Wrestling Association, but a win over She-Hulk, a top competitor in the women's division, could establish Beyonce as a true main event level competitor. Oh, but She-Hulk dropping Beyonce ass first with that atomic drop. And now just deadlifting her. Deadlift into a gorilla press. Holy shit. A tremendous display of power. Now, oh, and just dropping Beyonce. Beyonce's hurting right now. She-Hulk thinks that's enough to finish her off. Is she right? She is. She-Hulk. Just when it looked like Beyonce might pull off the upset, She-Hulk with just an amazing display of her massive gamma-infused strength, able to drop Beyonce after deadlifting her and put her away. I hope we get a replay of that moment. Here we see the airplane spin that almost did it earlier. It'd be nice if there's a way to edit it where they could cut out the dragging motions and all that other superfluous stuff. Oh well. At least they're showing the important moves. Are they? I sit corrected. Oh, and that donkey punch style elbow. I guess that basically counts, right? She-Hulk celebrating her hard-fought win over Beyoncé in our second matchup of the evening. She-Hulk's been predicted by a lot of fans and a lot of analysts to be a future MWA Women's Champion, but so far she hasn't been able to earn herself a title shot. The win over Beyoncé, just another notch in her belt. She's well on her way into that title picture. Daredevil and Superman, a rematch from last week where surprisingly enough, we saw Daredevil pick up the win. He just mounted Superman, beat him down, and managed to cover him for the pin right after that. And Superman is furious. Superman's embarrassed. Superman demanded this rematch tonight with Daredevil. He wants to get his hands on Daredevil, prove that it was a fluke, prove that he was robbed. Superman, after a lengthy losing streak, had finally gotten back on the winning track before that loss to Daredevil. Superman built up a few wins in a row. He was riding high. He was looking to get back to that upper echelon. But Daredevil immediately and violently put a stop to it last Tuesday night. Will Superman manage to get his revenge, or will Daredevil decisively defeat Superman once again and prove that he is no fluke? Daredevil's gotten multiple wins over Batman in the past. Very strong competitor. I believe he's defeated Spider-Man as well. So we're about to find out what happens in this rematch tonight. As I cut off the music graciously provided by former commentary partner Nick Pedigo. Daredevil making his way out to the ring with the nightstick. Twirling and swirling. From Hell's Kitchen, New York. Here he comes. Daredevil, not the slightest bit intimidated by Superman, managed to beat him down with his bare hands. No kryptonite, no advantage of any sort other than pure brawling ability. Daredevil, of course, belonging to Marvel Comics. We've got a lot more Marvel action coming up for you this evening. Our very next matchup after this one, Black Panther, Captain America, and Spider-Man taking on Thanos, Wolverine, and Deadpool. And then, of course, in our main event, our tag team champions, Luke Cage and Iron Fist. They're defending those titles against a team of Super Exotic, comprised of world champion Superhuman and Joe Exotic. As Superman, I almost said Superhuman right there, makes his way out to the ring. How the hell did Superhuman defeat Goku 3 times and become the world champion, whereas Goku beat Superman 2 or 3 times? And it's all backwards, isn't it? Where it's like we're living in a parallel universe. It could only happen in 2020. But already tonight, we've seen Ant-Man defeat Chuck Norris. What else is going to go down tonight on Mat Wars? Thank you again to everyone for joining us tonight. Shout out to Jason Fatarusso. I know he's not here because he has an irrational hatred for video games. It's probably based in his fear of technology for being an elderly gentleman of, I believe, 43 years old. But, yeah, if he was here, he'd be rooting for Superman. Although Daredevil is from New York, and Jason's New York to the core, so he might be a little bit conflicted. Superman with the early advantage. Superman working without the cape, as is the rule here. Crowd seems to be a little bit split on Superman. I'm not sure if it was the losing streak or the attitude he displayed as a result of those losses, but the crowd seems about 50-50 on cheering or booing Superman. Here in the early going, we've got just some simple chain wrestling going on. These dudes Superman is trying to figure out a different approach than last week. Obviously, he doesn't want to fall victim to the same traps that he did last week. Doesn't want to sustain another loss. But Daredevil, on the other hand, also cannot stick with the same strategy, because Superman's going to be expecting him to just become complacent and fall into the same old habits, thinking he could pick up another win with the same moves. So these two both have to think on their feet. And to their credit, they've had a lot of experience doing that in their work as superheroes. So you got to think that's going to translate to the in-ring action here in the MWA. It's Superman now fighting out of the corner, dropping Daredevil with a forearm to the face, now a leg drop. Stank McKenzie standing idly by, waiting to make it count if necessary. And there it is, Superman. Stank still couldn't get there without fucking it up. Only a 1 count. Superman now getting dropped with a running kick from Daredevil, clutching for the ropes. Not really sure where the fans are at with this one. Maybe it's just a crowd here in Atlanta, Georgia, but they're booing Daredevil, but half of them are still booing Superman. Oh, damn. Even Stank McKenzie, as you saw him, just physically taken aback from that big DDT that Superman dropped Daredevil with. Superman can't figure out whether he wants to go for the cover, and that delay, I think, is costing. It's probably going to get a 1 count. And he still acts shocked for some reason. I don't know what he expected. Superman setting up for that. Oh, either the Superman punch or the Superman clothesline. One of his 2 trademark maneuvers, but Daredevil saw it coming a mile away and now mounting him with punches. That's the same way Daredevil beat Superman last week. Is he going to put him away again? Only a 2 count. I think the fact that we're early on in the match, probably only a few minutes into this. Oh, is Daredevil showing off with a backflip now? The crowd here in Atlanta does not like this, though. I think the fact that it was that early is the only reason Superman was able to kick out. He still hasn't expended all his energy. Still got some fight left in him, but Daredevil's working to make sure that he doesn't have that left for long. Dragging Superman away from the ropes now. Going for a cover. Stank McKenzie right there, and only a 1 count. This has been every bit the battle that we saw last week. If things continue at this pace, we're going to see an even more epic contest between these two men. Superman busting up the Northern Light suplex. I don't think I've seen him use that one before, but he gets a 2 count out of it. Very nicely executed. One of my favorite suplexes, personally. Playing to the crowd clearly favors Superman more than Daredevil. Superman, the uber sympathetic babyface somehow. And when I say somehow, I'm referring to the sympathetic part, not the babyface part, but Daredevil with a small package. Trying to catch Superman off guard, but only a 1 count. Now Superman taking a moment to regroup by sliding outside, but Daredevil not letting him have any time. Daredevil staying right on him, kick to the stomach, and then a drop kick takes Superman down to the floor. Fighting in front of our commentary table, where I sit here wearing a Michael Cole Halloween costume, and I'm surrounded on either side by two androids. It's a Westworld situation. Oh, Superman just made Daredevil bleed. You're not going to see it, most likely. Except maybe around his eyes, because of that mask. But Superman's punches made Daredevil bleed. Oh, donkey punches now. Superman with blood all over his hands from that. So clearly it's coming through the mask. As these two continue to fight outside the ring, I just want to take a moment to plug our social media pages. You can see it down in the bottom left. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Of course, if you want to get direct links to those, just type exclamation followed by the platform name in the chat. You get a link to show up right away. You can do the same for YouTube as well. We don't have a custom URL for that. That's why it's not listed down in the corner. All these shows go up on YouTube the day after airing. Plus, we've got numerous YouTube exclusives, which you can only see by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Oh, Daredevil just dropped Superman on the floor with an angle slam. He's got to throw him back in the ring, try to go for a cover now, and Daredevil, being the smart competitor that he is, immediately tosses Superman back in, but heading up top. Oh, and way too late trying to go for that elbow drop. Superman saw it coming. Superman wants to take the fight back outside right away. And now he's going to go for a high-risk maneuver. What's this going to be? Oh, whatever it was. Superman just landed face first on the floor. Recovering quickly, as he's known to do. Superman possibly going to... Oh, just slamming Daredevil's face into the apron. I saw those steel steps over there and thought maybe he's going to try going for those or the announce table. There's still plenty of time, I guess. Oh, and right on cue, Superman headed for the steps. Daredevil's already bleeding and now dropped face first across the steel. The man of steel, it's only fitting. Oh, elbow across the jaw. Now Superman back into the ring. Laughing at Daredevil now. Not going for a cover, not quite finished yet. There's that DDT again, that nasty looking DDT. I think Superman might be able to get his revenge right here and now. And that does it. Superman just put away Daredevil. Much like Daredevil's win last week, it was a hard-fought battle. Could have gone either way. But these two are tied up at 1-1. To be perfectly honest, I see a rubber match coming in their future. That's the only way to truly settle it. There you see the replay of Daredevil with the mounted punches and palm strikes that he used to put away Superman last week. Not enough to do it this week, but it did come fairly early, perhaps in the midpoint of the match. Superman with the big DDT, though, able to put away Daredevil this time around. Are we going to see a replay of that coming up here? There's a Northern Light suplex still much earlier on in the match. Saw the DDT twice, yet I don't think we're going to get a replay of it for some reason. I did like this moment, the small package, even if it only resulted in a 1 count. I've always been a big fan of that move, especially when used as a counter. Fans in Atlanta pleased about Superman's victory as he flexes and poses to the crowd. Coming up on the midpoint of our show, we got that big 6-man Marvel tag team match that I mentioned earlier. Here we are, Daredevil defeated in our last match. We're going to see if these guys, if Deadpool, Wolverine, and Thanos can fare better, taking on an incredibly tough trio. But they're not We got one side who's happy to be teaming together and another side who basically hates each other. Wolverine and Deadpool, despite being a tag team, barely even get along in the first place. Yet here they are tonight being forced to team with Thanos, complaining all day long about that fact. Whereas on the other side, you've got three Avengers. You got Spider-Man and Captain America, the undefeated tag team. They've only been together here in the MWA as a tag team for about 3 weeks now, teaming up with Black Panther, the former and perhaps future #1 contender, top contender for the world title any day of the week. All these guys are on the same page, whereas their opposition, not so much. So we're going to see if that ends up playing a factor in this match, or if Thanos, Wolverine, and Deadpool are somehow able to gel together just for this one night, put their disagreements aside for the good of the team, and secure a victory. As this continues to load, and I'm worried about how long it's going to take for the entrances to load, just because of the fact that we've got six created characters. But we're about done loading up the match, at least. As long as I didn't jinx it. It's our 4th match out of 7 this evening here on MWA Mat Wars on the Mat Wrestling Network. We're streaming 3 nights a week. Tuesday night, we got Mat Wars right here in the WWE 2K19 universe. Wednesday night, Battlegrounds and WWE 2K Battlegrounds. And Thursday nights, we have the original, the Mat Wrestling Federation MWF Mattitude in Fire Pro Wrestling World. Mostly created character, or mostly fictional characters and celebrities and such, like we've got here on Mat Wars, but a few real wrestlers sprinkled in there in the MWF. Immediately after I said I thought this was almost finished loading, I think I jinxed it because it's at like 80% and not loaded. Anyway, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific is when these streams happen. So if you'd like, follow, tune in, participate in the chat, and have yourselves a jolly good time. Hey, it finally finished loading, so I don't have to continue to ramble on like an asshole. Here we go. 6-man tag team action. Got Wolverine and Deadpool on the way to the ring first. In recent times, Wolverine and Deadpool have competed in a pair of singles matches against Shazam. Shazam was able to defeat Deadpool, but lost to Wolverine. Deadpool has not shut up about that ever since. He's just been out to prove that he's better than Wolverine, so don't be surprised if there's some shenanigans where Deadpool's trying to one-up Wolverine in this match. It's the first time we've seen him as a team ever since that occurred. The first time we've seen him at all. Teaming up with Thanos in this match against 3 Avengers. Epic crossover battle right here. The porno style music as Wolverine and Deadpool pose for the crowd. We're getting ready for them fireworks. The team known as Weapon X, Wolverine and Deadpool, ready to go. As we now await the introduction of their tag team partner for the evening, Thanos. And that momentary darkness, followed by the ring of fire, signals the arrival of Thanos wielding the Infinity Gauntlet. He's not allowed to use the Gauntlet's powers in the match, but he still wears it to the ring and keeps it on. Last time we saw Thanos, he was losing to Black Panther. at our Menage a Trois pay-per-view. That was back on October 11th. Thanos slowly making his way out to the ring, definitely looking for revenge against Black Panther tonight. Just making everybody wait. Thanos says it's going to be on his time. He's the one that's got the time stone. He dictates the pace. Can't use it in a match, but the match hasn't started yet. Oh, we just heard a woman in the crowd shouting in delight. Ladies love Thanos. Thanos making babies all over the universe, murdering them before they can grow up and usurp his power. Point is, Thanos be fucking. That's just how it is. Thanos all business tonight. The fucking's gonna have to wait till after this show. Or at least I hope so. For his opponent's sake. Thanos just standing stoically staring at that entrance area. Waiting for the arrival of Captain America, Spider-Man, and the Black Panther. Thanos wants to take out all of them. And the Avengers making their way out now. An incredibly formidable team. Again, Captain America and Spider-Man undefeated as a tag team thus far here in the MWA. Black Panther, former challenger for the World Championship, won a 4-way #1 contenders match against Captain America, Hulk, and Thanos, a ladder match at Colossal Clash, our first ever pay-per-view. And I'm going to check the audio levels on the stream during the match, or during the entrance. Hey, there's my boys. But I was more concerned about the game audio. Guess the sound's alright. Let me know if you disagree, and I can tweak that. Since nobody had said anything, I figured things were alright, but I just wanted to check. Captain America with the shield strapped to his back, making his way into the ring as Spider-Man. Spider-Man seems to be the one taking the lead in this operation. Surprisingly, because I thought Black Panther would be, but I think it's going to be more of a team effort nonetheless, regardless of how this entrance plays out. Looks like we're about ready to go in this fourth match of the night. Wolverine starting it off for his team. Spider-Man beginning the match for his. Stack McKenzie calls for the bell. We're underway. 6-man tag team action here on Mat Wars. Wolverine and Deadpool start off trading those wrist locks. Now switching to the hammer lock. Of course, these two are, I'd say friends. I mean, you could say friends, right? They've worked together a lot. Haven't always been on the greatest of terms, but they respect each other. So it makes sense that they wouldn't necessarily go all out trying to beat the fuck out of each other right away. Not sure what Wolverine was trying to do there, but clearly he needs some time to think about it. Makes the tag out to Deadpool. Deadpool and Spider-Man have been friends for quite some time. An interesting fact. When the MWA was first announced, when its creation, its inception took place, we were announcing the original championship tournament lineups before we ever had our first show. Spider-Man and Deadpool were supposed to be in the tag team championship tournament, but at the last minute, Spider-Man got the opportunity to participate in the world championship tournament, and he dropped out of the tag title tournament to get into the world title tournament. Wolverine ended up becoming Deadpool's tag team partner, and Spider-Man lost his first match in the World Championship tournament to the man that you see on the offense right now, Black Panther. Then again, Wolverine and Deadpool lost their first match of the tag team championship tournament, so it's not like they fared any better. Point is, there's a lot of history between many of the individuals involved in this matchup. Captain America and Thanos have also faced off in singles action in the World Championship tournament, no less. Black Panther down on the mat now. Deadpool tagging out to Wolverine. Panther able to counter right away. The Black Panther T'Challa coming oh so close to winning that world championship from Goku, but barely defeated back at the Fallout pay-per-view. Wolverine taking him down to that Thez press and some right hands for T'Challa, right back up to his feet. One guy holding up an orange sign that says, "This is awesome." This is so random. Not quite sure what Black Panther was doing there, just trying to walk into the corner, into the ropes. Yeah, he done fucked up. Tagging back out to Deadpool. Wolverine and Deadpool again mentioned earlier that they were not happy about having to team up with Thanos tonight. And so far, they've stuck to tagging in and out to each other, not letting Thanos become even a factor in this match. But I have a feeling that if the team of the Avengers starts to take control, that might change. They might have to swallow their pride a bit. Let the big hoss, Thanos, get in there to handle some business. Well, it didn't take that long now, did it? Deadpool tagging out to Thanos, and they're working together right there. Just Deadpool dropping Black Panther with a big boot. Thanos dropping him across the ropes now, trying to work the leg. Thanos was raining down punches when Thanos was interviewed before the match and asked what his two favorite things were in life. He said murdering civilizations and big titty goth girls. So that's a direct quote. Those were his two responses. Thanos slowing down the pace now, trying to work that nerve hold on Black Panther. Thanos, even for a big guy, he has impressive endurance. He hasn't been in there all that long yet, but unlike the typical big man who you'd expect would only be effective in short bursts, Thanos can go all day. Much like Captain America says he can, Thanos falls into that category. Black Panther crawls Spider-Man begging for the tag, but Panther rolled to the outside to avoid the onslaught of Thanos. And again, as is the case in just about every match, we fight on the outside as Black Panther. Wait, what? We're not supposed to have countouts, but this match has... I don't know why this has countouts. I really hope it doesn't end on a countout, because I'll just have to redo the entire match. That's unacceptable. Something got fucked up, apparently. Get back in the ring, you jerks. Alright. Thankfully, back in the ring for now. Let's hope it stays that way. Captain America getting his first action in this matchup, going right at Thanos. Again, this is an old rivalry. Well, old in MWA terms anyway. It's dating back to the formation of the promotion back in the month of July of this year. Of course, right now we're on episode 16 of MWA Mat Wars, our 19th show overall, counting the 3 pay-per-views. Captain America now setting up for something in the corner. What's he going to go for here? Oh, perhaps the discus punch, but Thanos saw it coming and countered it. Now lifting. Oh, just lifting Captain America like a child, running him over to the opposite corner. And the other. Cap's in trouble. Blocking the strike. Oh, these two continue to expertly block each other's strikes. Back and forth they go, and neither one able to get an extended offensive attack. Captain America just grabbing at nothing, not sure. Might be a little bit disoriented. Thanos attacking into Deadpool as Deadpool, of course, has a lot of respect for Captain America. I'm not sure the feeling is mutual, but that may or may not play a factor in this fight. Deadpool, a highly trained fighter and killer. Captain America, of course, I guess you'd say genetically infused by the serum. It altered his genetics to make him the beast that he is. Sorry for banging the mic, trying to scratch my face. Deadpool and Thanos teaming up again. Wolverine might be regretting thinking about, or at least talking about, that singles run now. Deadpool and Thanos seem to be getting along just fine. Thanos going for, he just dropped Captain America with the Infinity Slam. Thanos has won numerous matches with that very move before, but apparently he doesn't think it's enough to put away Captain America right now, because not only does he not go for the cover, he tags right back to Deadpool, and these two teaming up again. Wolverine's been standing out there on the apron just stewing. Captain America, though, able to dive and make the tag to Black Panther. Deadpool just not paying attention. Panther headed at the top. Deadpool tries to stop him, but Panther counters and now takes him out with the drop kick. Laying in him those stomps. Deadpool and Thanos continuing just to tag back and forth. I don't know if they're purposely shutting Wolverine out of this match or what. You know, it's not like Wolverine's injured. There's a healing factor. Black Panther, is he going for that axe kick? Took 2 of these to put away Thanos at the Menage a Trois pay-per-view, but going for the cover. He's in the ropes. Wolverine and Indiana's going to break it up, and now we got Wolverine and Spider-Man both inside the ring. Thanos whipping Black Panther in his corner, but there's nobody to tag. Deadpool already in there. And it looked like Deadpool accidentally cost Thanos. He accidentally hurt Thanos and caused him to drop Black Panther. Panther now getting Thanos over to the opposite corner. And back and forth now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nick Pettigo's least favorite maneuver. The unicorn stomp. Oh, look at Thanos swivel his hips. That's not something I ever thought I'd see. But, yeah, I got nothing. That's the thing now. Deadpool, I can get it. That's something I can see him doing, but... Oh, Wolverine. This has just been a real treat. Set enough to put away Black Panther. Spider-Man making sure we don't find out, breaking it up before there's even a 1 count. Deadpool's just got to stay on him, though. Do not let Black Panther tag out. If you get Captain America or Spider-Man in there, your team's going to be in a lot of trouble. Panther a kick to the gut now. Deadpool, nice counter, drop toe hold. Back and forth they go, Wolverine and Deadpool. Sadly for them, near the bottom of the rankings in our tag team division. Still an impressive team nonetheless. It just shows the strength of our tag team division here in the MWA, the fact that we have so much talent that those two could be near the bottom. And just about any other promotion, they could be champions. And they still very well could be here. Deadpool's getting beaten down by Spider-Man right now. They made that fatal mistake of allowing Black Panther to tag out. Spider-Man with a nice neck breaker on Deadpool. Not going for the cover, but perhaps locking in. Oh, I thought he was going for that tequila sunrise, but no, it's just some sort of armbar type maneuver. Deadpool maybe going for a cutter, but oh. Bundles! What's going on, Bundles? How you doing tonight? The White Claw Outlaw in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's good to see Bundles here. Oh, I just popped my neck and it really hurt. Hope you're having a good evening, sir. We're here on our 4th match out of 7 for the evening. Wolverine and Deadpool being forced to team with Thanos. Oh, and now making Spider-Man bleed with the 3D. They may very well be winning this match. Taking on Spider-Man, Black Panther, and Captain America. Black Panther breaking it up, though. I was not expecting to see that. Spider-Man busted open even though you can't see the blood through his mask. Trying to hit the donkey-style super kick on Thanos, but not able to connect with that. Oh, well, I've been told otherwise by Jackson Jordan on the good old TCW network. You can check out twitch.tv/Jackson Jordan. Buy yourself an Al Bundles shirt. Part with some of your hard-earned Skrilla. For the White Claw Thriller. The Stone Cold Killer. Mr. Al Bundles. At least you need to get the fuck back in the ring, seeing as the countouts shouldn't be on. You're welcome. And they finally get back in. What's going on, Mario? Thanks for joining. It's always nice to have you here. No need to apologize whatsoever. No, everybody's got shit to do, so just appreciate you taking the time to be here. Wolverine looking to put away Spider-Man. He's finished a lot of matches with that, or at least a few matches that he's won with that spine buster, so I want to make sure to call it. Bars indeed. I won numerous freestyle rap competitions in my area. I'm world renowned. They call me Mayo. Spider-Man just took down Wolverine with the Hurricane Rana. I thought Spider-Man was about to head up top. What's he gonna do? He doesn't do any springboard maneuvers. He just he gets his opponent down and goes to the outside. I don't get it. You're damn right, Bundles. People who do these attires are incredible. The faces aren't that hard to do, but the attires are a completely different story. Captain America looks like Wade Barrett. Yeah, I can see the resemblance. That sucks he had to cook dinner, man. I hate cooking. If I'm hungry, by the time I want food, I don't want to have to work to prepare it. I just want, I don't know. I want to have it planned in advance and have somebody else cooking it, because I'd probably fuck it up anyway. And now look at these guys dancing, man. We saw earlier with the team of Thanos, Wolverine, and Deadpool doing the unicorn stomp, and now we got these guys. And it just feels so wrong to see Black Panther and Captain America doing the hip swiveling dance. Here we go, Cap, go. Come on. Oh, it's Black Panther's turn. Man, I don't know. Nice. It's good to hear you don't have to work tomorrow. Oh, 1 count. Only a 1 count from Black Panther. Damn. Hopefully you get to have a nice, relaxing day as Stank McKenzie faces the completely wrong direction when he asked Wolverine to submit. Black Panther, even with the advantage of those claws, man, which I guess Wolverine has his own form of claws, not able to make Wolverine tap out. Wolverine tagging out to Thanos, Black Panther tagging out to Spider-Man. These two. Spider-Man's got to use that speed, quickness, the agility to try to hit Thanos quickly and then get out of the way of any attempted retaliation. Thanos uses those heavy strikes to take Spider-Man down. Oh, a dragon screw. Nice move from Spider-Man right there. Black Panther backing already. Spider-Man not tagging out to his tag team partner, his normal tag team partner, Captain America. Kind of surprising. Oh, man. I'm in serious need of a chiropractor. My weekend was alright, thank you. Thanos just hit the Infinity Slam for the 2nd time in the match. Again, not going for the cover. Again, I believe that to be a huge mistake. That would be Peter Parker. No clones here. At least not yet. Stank McKenzie again not knowing where to look. Spider-Man, Deadpool. Going at it. Spider-Man going for a big power bomb. Deadpool countering with this groin in Spider-Man's face, which is exactly where he always wanted it to be. Deadpool with a nice exploder into his own corner now. What's he looking for? Is he going for that Claymore? I think Deadpool is... Oh no, just a running knee to the face. That could have knocked Spider-Man out, but not... Again, Deadpool not going for the cover, and... I don't know what it is with guys not wanting to win the match. To win these contests, you got to either pin or submit your opponents, or at least in this case, with the settings fucked up, you can win by countout apparently. That's not normally a thing. So I don't know why they're not going for the cover after they're hitting signatures or finishers. It makes no sense to me. I like the current spider suit. I've gotten used to it because I've seen the movies a billion times, but hey. Just about everybody outside the ring. Everybody except Spider-Man and Black Panther. Hopefully we get Captain America and Deadpool back in the ring soon. Otherwise, gonna have our first ever count out here in the organization that's not supposed to have any count outs. Down goes some Merc with the mouth, that's right. Oh no, Donkey Punch. This is gonna be a count out, isn't it? And I can't restart it because it's already been going on so long that... Oh no. Cap, get up. Get up. Come on, don't fuck up the record books for me. Well, there you have it. Somehow, countouts did not get turned off, and Captain America and Spider-Man had their first loss since forming a tag team by countout. Well, Big win for Wolverine and Deadpool. I'm really disappointed at the fact that a count out happened on my show. It was never supposed to happen. And the match was good, but god damn it. Well, it's first time for everything, right? There's a special stipulation that countouts were a thing. Deadpool, Wolverine seeming awfully chummy with Thanos at the moment. Unlike what we saw before the match. Four matches down, 3 left to go, and we've got the women's champion in action for the first time since winning that title. Oprah Winfrey pinned Kylie Jenner in a triple threat match, also involving the then women's champion Harley Quinn. That happened at our Menage a Trois pay-per-view back on October 11th, where every title match was a triple threat matchup. However, the one time these two met up in singles action, Kylie was victorious, so Oprah's looking to put away Kylie. She's defeated Kim Kardashian. She's defeated Kendall Jenner. She's never defeated Kylie one-on-one, only in that triple threat match. Of course, Oprah's going to be defending the title, though, against Kim Kardashian, her old rival, coming up at the November Reign pay-per-view on November 8th, that by virtue of Kim Kardashian winning that fatal 4-way match last week, pinning Harley Quinn in a matchup also involving Kylie Jenner and She-Hulk. So we're going to see Kim, after a month off following her submission loss to Oprah in that Falls Count Anywhere match that we thought ended the feud, Kim's coming back, and she's gunning for Oprah's belt. As my back continues to be in tremendous pain. The music of Nick Pettigo playing as we're waiting for this matchup to load. Maybe I should adjust the camera a bit. Let's see. Hopefully that's better. Seemed like it was a little too high before. We're about ready to head back to the ring for the second women's match of the evening. Women's champion Oprah Winfrey taking on Kylie Jenner in a non-title match. Kylie accompanied by her sister Kendall. And here come the Jenner sisters, the Dash Dolls, if you will. Making their way out to the ring for this singles action. You gotta wonder with Kendall in Kylie's corner if that's gonna give her an advantage over the champ tonight. Couple of desperate guys carrying Marry Me I'm Single signs. As the Jenner sisters get up on the second rope to pose. Very impressive for Kendall to make it up there with what looks like high heels. Oh, thanks, Mario. Yeah, I'm trying. Still going to the gym, though. As Oprah makes her way out with the belt, the first time we got to see her wearing the belt, that looks good around the waist of Oprah. Oprah, the second ever women's champion here in the MWA. Ow, and my lower back just popped, but in a good way. Oh, Oprah with that championship swagger, just running her fingers through her hair, strutting her way to the ring. This is a different Oprah than what we saw prior to her winning the title. I mean, she had the attitude, that confidence, the energy, but now she's just got a whole new level of swagger. That Ric Flair type shit. Oh, and the crowd is eating it up. Kylie Jenner, though, seemingly unfazed, just blowing kisses to the crowd. Some idiot in the crowd has a sign saying, "I love WWE." That's wonderful. I do too, but this is not a WWE show. This is the MWA presenting Mat Wars on the Mat Wrestling Network. Oh, Kylie going for a slap on Oprah, but Oprah not having that. Kylie able to counter the overhead belly-to-belly clap in the ears. Looked like we were getting into some chain wrestling to start things out, but very quickly this devolved into a scrap. Nice upskirt shot of Oprah. For all of you Oprah fetishists who tune into this stream for just such an occasion. Oh, Oprah using that power, and oh, what? Typically we've seen Oprah as a, holy Jesus, Oprah just got set flying over the top, but typically the crowd has been quite fond of Oprah, but we've just seen her get booed and she's slapped her ass in the direction of the crowd. What's going on? Is the crowd turning on Oprah now that she's the champion, or vice versa? What's going on here? After Oprah took that nasty looking bump, she's right back up and sending Kylie into the announce table face first. Whole lot of ass indeed. Assamania is running wild, brother. Oprah's ass may have been all that saved her when that bump outside the ring, but now taking a monkey flip right on them their cheeks. Kylie with the Mr. Perfect neck snap now. She's just got to stay on Oprah. She can't. Keeping Oprah down on the mat is got to be key to Kylie's strategy right now. Or I guess she can toss her outside. That'll work. Kylie now following Oprah out. Thankfully, countouts are properly turned off for this match. Headed back toward the ring, but Oprah fighting Kylie off. Oh, and now the black hole slam. Oprah now, I guess she's slapping her ass in more of a, hey, look at me, I'm sexy way than a kiss my ass way. I don't know, man. I'm not fucking Oprah. I'm not Oprah. So. It'd be nice to have Oprah's money. But hey. It is what it is. And Kendall Jenner just slid a chair into the ring. I'm not sure why she slid it into the ring right in front of the referee, Stank McKenzie, when Kylie and Oprah are here on the other side of the ring, fighting on the outside. But Stank somehow appears to not have noticed a chair that's situated 2 to 3 feet away from him. So there's that. We really need more referees, man. Oprah now sending Kylie out into the crowd, and now there's that chair. Apparently Kendall went over and detached the turnbuckle pad as well, because Stank McKenzie is just repairing that. Somehow still doesn't notice the chair. You gotta wonder, what's it gonna take? Finally, he sees it. Oprah just collapsing after a clothesline attempt. She's gotta be worn out. Maybe that big bump to the outside of taking a delayed toll on her. Oh, Kendall now just stretching Oprah across the ropes, trying to drive the air out of her lungs. Now going for a big bow and arrow type hold. Is Oprah going to tap? Oh no, she reverses into a cover, but not even a 1 count as Kylie pops right back up. Tries to sweep the leg. Oprah sees it coming, leaps over the top. Oh, and a nice Samoan drop. Oprah going for the super kick. Kylie blocked it. Takes Oprah back over to the ropes, just continuing to try to wear her down. A win over Oprah again now that she's a champion could be a tremendous, tremendous boon for Kylie Jenner. Oprah trying to get the crowd fired up, clapping, dancing, shaking that ass. Waits just a minute too long trying to send Kylie over the top, though, with that clothesline. Kylie able to counter it, and another back body drop. Oprah, for the second time in this match, just getting set, flying over the top rope, landing hard on the floor. Kylie sensing maybe that Oprah's done, tossing her back in the ring as Oprah tries to crawl to her feet. Oprah fighting valiantly, but you can sense it. This might be her last gasp effort. As Kylie takes her down to the mat with the belly-to-belly suplex, now making the cover. Seth McKenzie, 2 count only. I just like saying Seth McKenzie if you haven't figured it out by now. Kylie's setting up to finish the champ. Does she have it here? That big exploder suplex. She's beaten Oprah with this once before. Is that going to do it? And he does. Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner, for the second time, has pinned Oprah. This time, first match since Oprah won the title. Oprah gets pinned by Kylie. What the hell is going on? She's proven she's been able to defeat champs before. She beat Harley Quinn, our last champ, in a non-title match. But then once that title is on the line, she just can't get the job done. Question is, has Kylie earned herself a title match against Oprah? Kim Kardashian's the next challenger. But after that, who knows? So I continue to try to adjust my stupid ass camera. We got 2 more matches left to go. Got Black Ranger taking on Mike Pence as the feud between the Power Rangers and the MAGA Powers continues towards November Rain. And then the main event, Tag Team Champions Luke Cage and Iron Fist defending against the World Champion Superhuman and Joe Exotic, the undefeated tag team of Super Exotic. Kylie Jenner has just beaten our women's champion Oprah. Hey, after Superhuman beat Goku 3 times and became the world champ, I stopped trying to figure out why the fuck these things happen. And you never know what's going to go on, and I think the surprise factor makes it a lot more interesting personally. But that's just me. Let me know what you think of the chat. Mike Pence and Black Ranger going at it. Black Ranger coming out to the ring on his own for this matchup. Mike Pence bringing the backup of the Megazord, the ultimate insult. The former Megazord coming out to accompany Mike Pence. Of course, we've got a match that I can officially announce right now coming up at November Rain on Sunday, November 8th. We are going to have a 4-on-4 Survivor Series style tag team elimination match. The Power Rangers taking on the MAGA Powers. The MAGA Powers, of course, consisting of Donald Trump, Mike Pence, Kanye West, and the Megazord. The Power Rangers, we've got the Red Ranger, the Blue Ranger, the Black Ranger. Green Ranger, after breaking free of Trump's control due to the magical power of friendship, was aligned with the Power Rangers before, but as a result of Donald Trump's green candle burning the Oval Office, those powers were drained from the green power coin. Green Ranger's matchup at the Menage a Trois pay-per-view on October 11th against Donald Trump, where he was victorious with that Dragon Sleeper. That was the final match before his powers were drained. So the question remains, who are the Power Rangers going to get as their 4th member for that tag team? We still haven't found out yet. But we're going to have to find out sometime between now and November 8th because they've got that 4-on-4 huge elimination match. First time we're going to see the Power Rangers as a 4-man unit, assuming they can find a partner. And the first time we're ever going to see all 4 of the MAGA Powers teamed up since they've expanded that group. But right now we're headed to the ring for Mike Pence, accompanied by the Megazord, taking on the Black Ranger. Last week, MAGA Powers member Kanye West was victorious over the Blue Ranger. Next week we got a big one as the Megazord takes on the Red Ranger. But tonight, Mike Pence looking very proud of himself, taking on Black Ranger. That's a Sunday night too. That's your Friday. Actually, I probably should have made this distinction because there's no way of you knowing otherwise. It's November Rain, spelled R-E-I-G-N. And I did not make up the name. It was the name used for like the WrestleMania equivalent for New Midwest Wrestling, an indie promotion in my hometown of Springfield, Illinois back in the day from 2012 to 2013. Oh, no need to apologize at all. I wasn't, like I said, I didn't mention the spelling, so it's only natural to think of the Guns N' Roses song. Black Ranger, my pick to win this match, making his way out here for the semi-main event of the evening. Of course, with Mike Pence of the and the Megazord out here, can only remind you all to vote. Make sure you vote. I'm not going to tell you which way to vote, because I don't want to be one of those people. But whichever way you're going to vote, just do it. If you're old enough to vote, you should be out there. Or do it the mail-in way, which is what I would always do. Back in California, anyway. Mario says it's time to put Pence down. Black Ranger's looking to do exactly that. The Power Rangers have fared quite well against these MAGA powers for the most part. Couple wins picked up by the MAGA powers. One of them, though, was in a 6-man tag team match with the Green Ranger. That's before they were officially the MAGA powers as the Trump trade. But nonetheless, the Green Ranger securing a submission victory for Trump and Pence and their team back then. Second to last match of the night. MAGA Powers going at it. Megazord at ringside, the only member of the MAGA Powers to not wear pants. If he had a dick, a lot of people would be offended, but he doesn't have a dick and he's an asshole as well. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. The fatigue is killing me. He wrote in Paul Levesque for president. I'm cool with that pick. It's all about the game and how you play it. Holy shit, that was a long 2 count. I thought that Black Ranger might have already picked up a victory. Nice series of rolls for Black Ranger and Mike Pence. Pence to the outside of the ring, coming right back in though. We're used to always seeing that outside the ring action in every matchup in the MWA. No countouts on any of our shows in the Matt Wrestling Network. Black Ranger finally beginning to fight back against Pence. Taking him out with a nice neck break. Oh. Paul promises to book this country to shit. Like Triple H at WrestleMania, you gotta put the United States presidency on the line against The Undertaker. Mike Pence looking a lot more impressive in this match than I thought. I mean, haven't seen a whole lot of him in singles matches, as he seems to be caught up in the ropes while paying tribute to his late idol, the Ultimate Warrior. But taking the time to pose, gave the Black Ranger all the time he needed to recover, take Pence down to the mat, and land that big elbow drop. Black Ranger now down for a cover. Only a 2 count on Pence. Going for, what looked like a fall-away slam, but Pence able to counter it to a nice swinging DDT now. Mounting with the punches again, Pence, the renowned striker. Mike Pence living out his fantasy by punching minorities. Now down with a 1 count. Black Ranger blocking. Oh. Black Ranger now starting to fire up, going after Pence. Oh, and oh my God. Did you hear that super kick? Just a crack. Pence has got to be out. Why is he not trying to finish him off? He's got to be unconscious. Only a 2 count. What the hell? Megazord staring in at Black Ranger ominously as Black Ranger maybe going for a roundhouse now. Looking to... He's trying to finish Pence, but Pence saw whatever. He stopped whatever was coming at him. Holy shit. Big leaping DDT, leaping over the top rope, dropping Pence on the ring apron with a DDT. Megazord has to be careful not to get his man disqualified. Any sort of interference. Although we've seen Seth McKenzie be really spotty on that before. I kind of worry about that in our main event. Jessica Jones is going to be accompanying the Heroes for Hire, our tag team champions. She's interfered in several of their matches before with that triple power bomb. And it was only after it was used multiple times that Seth McKenzie actually bothered to throw her out from the ringside area. Black Ranger's calling for Pence to get to his feet, going for that springboard, and oh, whatever it was, Pence swatted him out of the way. Black Ranger appears to have landed hard on his knee. Now Pence going after that knee, kicking him in the back of the neck now. Just wrenching at that neck. Megazord brushing his shirt off at ringside. Oh, Black Ranger takes Pence down with a straight right hand. That may have knocked him out cold. Oh, 2.5, but not quite enough. So Megazord nods his head in a cocky manner. As I mentioned before, Pence, lifelong fan of the Ultimate Warrior. He's used that Gorilla Press Slam to put away matches in the past, but he might not be getting a chance right now. Black Ranger dropping Pence with the Falcon Arrow. He covers him. Only a 2 count. That's Black Ranger's finishing move. Only a 2 count, not even a 2.5. That was a nice one, but man, not enough. Now Black Ranger locking in that camel clutch, trying to get Pence to tap out. Pence still fighting on. What's it going to take to put this guy away? Not the first time tonight we've seen a match we didn't expect to be quite so competitive. Turned out to be a lot more of a fight than we saw coming. Pence signaling up to the heavens. He might be ready to go for that Gorilla Press. That's bad news for the Black Ranger. Oh no! Pence hit it. Now going for the splash to the back. It's Mike Pence going to defeat the Black Power Ranger. No cover. Oh, he went for another Gorilla Press, but the Black Ranger countered into a DDT. Mike Pence got too cocky. Mike Pence off to the outside, saying McKenzie better get out of the way, and oh, big suicide dive. Black Ranger taking out Mike Pence, just laying into him with the fist. Fisting the shit out of Mike Pence. Pence tries to fight back. Black Ranger not allowing it to happen. Pence with the clothesline to just try to stay in this fight. Trying to get back into the relative safety of the ring. Pence made a huge mistake not going for the cover after the Gorilla Press and the splash. Oh, and Black Ranger just took him out. Complete shot. Pence powering out at 2 again. What the hell is in this man? Black Ranger looking to hit. He was trying for another Falcon Arrow. Pence countered. Mike Pence saw it coming, man. Fuck. Black Ranger reverses in the corner. What's it going to take? What's it going to take for one of these two to win? Impressive springboard crossbody. Oh, Pence. Pence fighting back right away. Black Ranger off spiked him. Wasted time posing instead of going for a cover. Not a good move, man. Not a good move. Helping Mike Pence stretch his calf muscles and his quadriceps. Oh, his hamstrings are feeling loose as fuck now, ladies and gentlemen. Pence tried to counter the schoolboy. That didn't work out for him. It's Black Ranger firing up, clothesline, a back elbow. Pence whipping him into the corner. Black Ranger counters, kick to the head of Mike Pence. Springboard, no. Just jumping right over the top rope. Punching out Pence again. Black Ranger going back to the leg. He's not working any body part consistently. It just seems like he's got an all-around approach. Not quite sure that's advisable either. Both these men using questionable strategies. Pence, oh no. Gorilla press again. If he hits that splash to follow it up, that could very well do it. But instead, tries to drag Black Ranger. Black Ranger gets the leg and counters. What's he gonna do? Looking for that overdrive, but Pence counters it into a flapjack. Not a slapjack, not the guy from Retribution. Or Stevie Ray's finisher. Black Ranger just waiting for Pence to head out there to brawl. Oh, and that's why, just immediately dropping him right into two boots, chin first. Pence likes to fight dirty, but he hasn't fared well outside the ring. This is his second occasion outside there. Oh my god, I think he caught the steps. Black Ranger just hit that skull-crushing finale, and I think Pence's face caught the side of the steps, and that time it was full on. Pence bleeding from the forehead. Mike Pence has been having one hell of a time on the outside of the ring both times he's gone out there. Now Black Ranger going for that springboard knee again. Looking to put Mike Pence away, and that's gotta do it. Black Ranger, no cover. Is he gonna hit the oh god. Another super kick for good measure. He's looking to punish Pence horribly here. Now the Falcon Arrow. Springboard knee. Brutal super kick. Falcon Arrow. Pence is done. Ball game. The fuck, man? What the fuck? Pence basically just got hit with 3 finishers in a row and still kicked out. What the hell is going on? Anytime I say something's gonna happen, it doesn't happen, so that's on me. What the hell? Oh, he's going for the drive-by, the most lethal move in the MWA. In our first pay-per-view Colossal Clash, that's how the world title match and the women's title match ended. And we've seen other matches end that way too, but instead of going for the cover, he goes for a big leg drop. Pence moves out of the way. Pence is still in this fight. Keeps the licking. Oh god. How did Black Ranger miss a running drop kick? What the shit? Mike Pence, when he's all bloody, looks exactly like Cody Rhodes in the face. Nice leg drop to the outside. Going for that springboard knee again. Pence again ducking it. Going for the cover. This can't be it. All he did was literally push him out of the way. There was not even a bump. Going for the splash. Oh no. Mike Pence is going to fucking win. Oh, 2.9. How the hell have these matches tonight been so ridiculously competitive? I mean, every single one of them. Oh, another super. God damn. How is Pence still conscious, much less fighting back? If that 4-on-4 elimination match coming up in November Rain is anywhere near as good as these singles matches that have been leading up to it, man, we're in for a real treat that night. Falcon Arrow again, please. Please let this be the one that puts Pence away. It's been a hell of a match, but God, I'm so scared that Mike Pence is going to win. And he kicks out at 2 again. Shannon's here. What's going on? You've been here the whole time, haven't you? We could have been watching. You're just sick of having to hear my voice and see my face. Is Black Ranger getting tossed to the out? No, Pence bringing him back in. Oh, I didn't know you were doing your hair. I thought you said you were too tired. Pence going for the cover and only 2. Black Ranger's got the blood of Mike Pence on his gloves. I look forward to seeing your hair. Pence has to submit. He can't withstand this punishment. Oh, and finally, mercifully, it's over. Black Ranger has made Mike Pence tap out after a grueling encounter. Seems like Mike Pence gets busted wide open, donning the crimson mask every single time out. It's black like your soul. Well, I knew you were dying at black, but I'm still interested in seeing it. It's black for the Black Ranger. One hell of a matchup between the Black Ranger and Mike Pence. And once we get through these replays, we're about ready to head to our main event of the evening. Tag team titles on the line. Unfortunately, Black Panther lost earlier. Shit. It was a count out, but still. Well, his team lost. Ah, my neck. Black Ranger with a big win. Taking out Mike Pence of the MAGA powers. Magazord on the outside, not too happy with that. Just tossing his hands up in the air, yelling at the crowd. He's pissed. Main event time after this shit loads. I'm excited about this one. With the way Superhuman's been performing lately, it's always incredibly entertaining trying to see what he and Joe Exotic are going to do in tag team action, as well as Superhuman in singles. After Superhuman beat Goku 3 times, after he made Chuck Norris submit, all bets are off. Yeah. As we're loading up this main event, I'd like to remind you that I'm going to be back here tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, with Battlegrounds, our first ever Gold Rush event, where all 3 championships are on the line, as well as 7 other crazy-ass matches. That's going to be starting 9 p.m. Eastern. Then Thursday night, normally we have MWF Magnitude and Fire Pro Wrestling, but coming up this Thursday night, we actually have our monthly pay-per-view, Dia de los Muertos, coming up live from Mexico City, Mexico. We have the International Championship being decided, the semifinals and the finals of the tournament to crown the first ever International Champion are going down at that event. And then we've got the World Championship, the Tag Team Championship, and the Women's Championship on the line. We've got Freddy Krueger versus Bernie Sanders. We've got Rey Mysterio, Ray Phoenix, and Pentagon Jr. in action in a 6-man tag team match. It's going to be a crazy night. Always a good time. We've got Red Jed on commentary alongside me. It's going to be a good time. So show up Thursday night for that. Tomorrow night for Battlegrounds as this match. No matter how many times I sit through this shit, still Always shocks me they can take this long to load. I'll start the music back up while waiting. Jessica Jones, again, I'm worried about her interfering with that triple power bomb. Come on now. The game's just purposely being obnoxious. And almost there. Alright. Oh, you're gonna love this. The world champion Superhuman and his tag team partner Joe Exotic, the team of Super Exotic, with their infamous ring entrance, making their way out here for this tag title match. Superhuman incredibly ecstatic with this opportunity to become a double champion. Luke Cage and Iron Fist making their first appearance since winning the titles in Menage a Trois and their first title defense. Hey Paul, you're here just in time for your favorites, Superhuman and Joe Exotic. Paul, EastX Twitch, Superhuman and Joe Exotic are his two favorite people in the world. A fact that he loudly professes every single day. Getting a shot at a tag team title. Superhuman defeated Goku 3 times. Who are you to besmirch his good name? Now he's getting a shot at the tag team championship after beating Goku and Chuck Norris in a second tag team match. I can tell you all right now that next week, well, first, let's watch as the Heroes for Hire make their way out with Jessica Jones. First time we've seen them sporting those tag team belts around their waists. Impressive victory in a triple threat match in Menage a Trois, taking out the champions Loki and Thor, as well as Chewbacca and C-3PO. Paul finished the final season in Infinity Train. Nice. But yeah, next week, Captain America and Spider-Man, who are undefeated in tag team action, are going to be getting an opportunity to become #1 contenders for the tag team championship when they take on the former champions, Thor and Loki. There you see our MWA tag team championship belt. Very well designed, if I do say so myself. Superhuman Joe Exotic, nipples exposed and ready for action. Hooray for superheroes, you damn right. The world champ Superhuman. Oh, wait, what's going on here? The tag team champs, belts not even touching their shoulders. Standing proud with the gold. This is the part where you hear the ring introductions, but since they don't actually say names properly, we don't have that here. Iron Fist and Luke Cage looking confident. Superhuman and Joe Exotic undefeated as a team. Superhuman dominating in the singles ranks. You gotta believe they're confident as well. Stack McKenzie holding up the tag team championship belts, a tinge of purple lighting illuminating the titles. Iron Fist and Joe Exotic starting this one out. And we're underway. Tag team championship. The only other time a title has been defended here on MWA Mat Wars rather than a pay-per-view. The World Championship. That was back on October 13th, a mere 2 weeks ago, when Superhuman pinned Goku for the second time in singles action and the third time overall to become the MWA World Champion. Now tonight, tag titles being defended here for the first time. First title defense for Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Oh, a big super kick. And first title defense on Mat Wars. Are we going to see another title change tonight? Stay tuned to find out. I'm begging Seth McKenzie to keep an eye on Jessica Jones, and not for his usual reasons, but to make sure that she does not interfere in this match with the titles on the line. And Superhuman and Joe Exotic's undefeated record as a tag team at stake. He cannot afford any shenanigans. Definitely needs to keep an eye on her. At the slightest indication of any misgiving, just toss her out. Joe Exotic, I believe, tagged in Superhuman, now setting up for that rocket launcher. Nice flying shoulder tackle. Superhuman now telling Iron Fist to get up. Superhuman fired up on a mix of meth and G Fuel. Keeping Iron Fist's groin in his own face as long as possible just for the enjoyment and the smell. But Iron Fist able to fight back as a result, punching from that position, tagging out to Luke Cage. Oh, Cage just dropping the clubbing axe handle across the arm of Superhuman. Superhuman trying to take out the legs of Cage, trying to get him down to the mat, take away that height advantage. But Cage just said, oh, sent Superhuman rolling across the ring with that big shoulder tackle. Damn. I bet Luke Cage, if he wanted to, could rip Superhuman's head clean off. But he's not that kind of guy. I think our world champ's in trouble, though, regardless of what he's done against Goku. And in tag team action against Chuck Norris. We haven't seen how he fares against other people. At least not recently. Not since all this mania started. He's holding his own against Cage, though. Oh, now knocking him down the corner. Joe Exotic moving out of the way of that. Just in awe of the power. The Superhuman was introduced as Joe Exotic's protege when these two became a tag team. But now Superhuman holding the world title, you got to think that the student has become the master, so to speak. Superhuman's the top guy. And if he wins this match tonight, he's going to be a double champion. But what does that mean for the November Reign pay-per-view on November 8th? Is Superhuman going to be in 2 matches that night? Is he going to have to defend both titles, assuming he wins the tag titles? We already know he's going to be defending the World Championship at the main event, even though we don't know the opponent. Oh, and Luke Cage just putting all his weight on that single foot right on the abdomen of Superhuman. That cannot feel good. Superhuman fighting back. Oh wait, just one punch. I don't know if that counts as fighting back. He's getting a few shots in at least. You gotta watch out for that stunner. When Superhuman went on that winning streak against Goku, he put him away. The stunner once. And 2 top row moves. The elbow drop and the senton. Which one's he going for here? This time it's that elbow. It was good enough to pin Goku. Isn't enough to beat Luke Cage. Again, not going for the cover. We've seen that issue in other matches. Why did he not try to pin him? Could have been a tag team championship victory right then and there. I mean, Iron Fist more than likely would have gotten in to break it up, but at least give it a fucking try. Cage now methodical in his offense against Joe Exotic. Nice counter by Joe, countering that fallaway slam or boss man slam attempt into a DDT. Series of quick strikes against Luke Cage, one of them donkey style, now winding up and dropping him with the uppercut. Stomping away at the arm. Joe Exotic. Now trying to, very unique maneuver, using that leverage to lock in the form of the Anaconda Vice. Now rolling Cage over, and Joe Exotic taking the time to strut. So you're gonna, drop that knee. No, the elbow drop. Joe's going for the cover. Second to win them the tag team titles. Oh, that was unbelievably close. Solid 2.5 there, and Stank McKenzie gets taken out when the Iron Fist goes to bring out the pin. Joe now dropping Cage with the bionic elbow, and Stank's still out. This could have been the finish. Stank recovers to make the count. What the hell? Joe Exotic with the pin. Luke Cage and Iron Fist continue the tradition. The tag titles have never been successfully defended. Every time they're put on the line, they change hands. And now Joe Exotic has just pinned Luke Cage in our main event. Superhuman is a double champion. He holds both the male championships in the MWA. What the hell is going on? I hope Daquan's still watching, man. What the fuck? Even after a ref bump and taking time to recover, Joe Exotic has just pinned Luke Cage. What the hell? Can't wait to see them celebrate with the belt. And here you go. Superhuman, a double champion in the MWA. Joe Exotic and Superhuman, the tag team champions. Luke Cage and Iron Fist have got to be looking for a way to get a rematch. Got that number one contenders match next week, or are they going to try to get involved? Both times that a title has been on the line here on Mat Wars, the titles change hands. Second time in a month that we've seen Superhuman win a championship. Shannon just subscribed. I thought she already did subscribe a long time ago. But thank you for that. What a momentous victory. Superhuman and Joe Exotic, the new MWA World Tag Team Champions. Superhuman. Is there any way he can get involved in the women's division to win that title? That's the only one he doesn't have now. What the fuck's going on, man? We're going to be back here for another episode of Mat Wars, the final go-home show before November Rain. Coming up 1 week from tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Like I said earlier, we're going to be back tomorrow night for Battlegrounds. The Gold Rush with all the titles on the line tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then Thursday night, MWF goes to Mexico for Dia de los Muertos in Mexico City, Mexico. And, you know what? I'm a complete idiot. I just realized in my complete delirium and trying to get all this information across that it said subscribed and not followed, because YouTube says subscribe whenever you do. Yeah, anyway, I didn't realize it was a paid subscription, so thank you even more so for that, Shannon. When I said I already thought you followed, I thought subscribed, I thought I meant followed. Anyway, I fucked that up. But hey, got Battlegrounds tomorrow. MWF pay-per-view, Dia de los Muertos, crowning the first ever international champion, along with the World Championship, Women's Championship, and Tag Team Championship being defended coming up Thursday night. Hopefully we'll see you guys back for that. Thank you for tuning in this evening. Hope you all have a good night. We'll catch you later.